You have to look closely to tell that John O'Brien isn't your typical student athlete. There's the touch of gray that shows he's a bit older than his teammates. And there's the way he stands when the national anthem is played before UMass Lowell games, a sign of his 4 years of service in the U.S. Army. He left the Riverhawk program after his freshman season in 2003 and enlisted in the Army, a surprise to friends and teammates, but something John felt an obligation to do.
It's got its pluses, it's got its negatives. Obviously the negative is, you might not come back, and you have to understand that going in, but it does have its positives if you want to take advantage of them, which is awesome. And for some guys it's great. For others, there's people that look at it and say it's just, it's not for you.
Corey, here you go. Right shoulder.
He returned to Lowell this season to become an assistant coach, but along the way felt he could still play, and he can. The 27-year-old is an active central defender and, no surprise, a leader for the Riverhawks.
Here's a guy that's been to war. I mean, he's one of those guys that you can count on every single day. He's ready to train, he's ready to compete, he follows directions. I mean, he's one of those guys that you hope that you have a chance to coach in your lifetime.
He just creates this whole, it's kind of like an aura almost, you know he's there, he's always talking.
Soccer's just kind of always been something that was, came naturally, and I think that kind of thing just doesn't leave, I guess. It does help though, if you can kind of slow things down and calm the situation down because you've been through other things. I think it helps the overall purpose.
Of course, he's a changed man since he first played for UMass Lowell in 2003. A sergeant in the 82nd Airborne, he served a 15-month tour of duty in Iraq, surviving a roadside bomb, a suicide bomber attack, and all the perils of that war. He received the Purple Heart.
There's so much danger over there with, whether it's you're planning on it, you're going into a mission that there's going to be, some sort of action, or if it's you're just driving down the road and there's roadside bombs. I mean, you have to be ready at all times. That's the biggest thing, and that's the biggest difference being back. There's times where you can have your time, you can be on your own. There, it's just you're 24/7. Everyone here is so supportive. When I was over there, actually, the team, what was the current team when I was deployed, would send us boxes of food and stuff for my team there, which was awesome. The support, I think, generally speaking, is unbelievable. The people that really embrace it, whether they believe in the war or not, I think it's the common ground of supporting the soldiers has been unbelievable.